Okay, let's clarify the situation. From day one, there has been this humming expectation that XRP hitting a historic $10,000 was not just a possibility, but an inevitability. And you know what? That forecast just received a turbo boost. We're referring to none other than Larry Fink from Blackrock supporting this. Imagine this. He's not simply referring to a paltry $10,000 per XRP. Oh no, he's highlighting it as a basic need. Greetings, Moneyside family. Welcome back to your main center for anything XRP. Let's fast touch base first. I could use a little help from you. Feel free to hit that like button hard. Join our fantastic community by hitting subscribe and ringing that notification bell. And here is a tiny warning. Approaching 60,000 subscribers, we are gearing up for an amazing XRP giveaway. Participating in the giveaway is simple. Simply follow 3 easy guidelines. So be sure you're tuned in and prepared. Remember to also include a hashtag Moneyside in the comments to confirm your place in the giveaway. This is when it gets interesting. Imagine these financial giants, BlackRock and Vanguard, now giving XRP significant thought for their worldwide transactions. And, wait, it improves. Rumors are circulating regarding BlackRock developing an XRP-oriented ETF. Indeed. You heard correctly. But hold on, and there's more. Larry Fink went on, he's considering the enormous $30 trillion real estate industry, identify what's at the core of its future. You nailed it. The XRP ledger, poised to token quadrillion dollars from the ISDA, the International Swaps and Traders Association, ready to flow over RippleNet. This is not only $10,000 per XRP, that's child play. We could be looking at a rising value of up to $60,000 per XRP. Mind-blowing, isn't it? Let's now go into the following section. Larry Fink of BlackRock let go another bombshell. He's doing, not just speaking, tokenizing everything. Ripple and its digital asset, XRP, are on the verge of something enormous. The following section of our film features a footage sure to turn heads. Larry Fink, personally verifying BlackRock's shift toward an XRP ETF. Let's not put off any longer. At last, the footage you wanted. The arrival of Bitcoin ETFs is one illustration we are legitimizing. We are building greater security. Well, pay attention. Will you create another ETF? What about an XRP ETF? I know you have Ether available. What of XRP? Could you respond to that? I am unable to, and you really don't want me to. I really do. Well, I am unable to. Okay. They're wrapping me. Thanks. Lately, especially with XRP, the crypto world has been a flurry of oddities. Imagine this. On the world-famous exchange, crypto.com, XRP's value skyrocketed to an incredible $43,000. This is not only a one-time occurrence, it's part of a rising trend of XRP's value increasing abruptly, unpredictably. Recall our conversation last week about a 7,000 XRP problem at a major exchange? Now it's crypto.com turn, and these unexpected increases in XRP's value appear to be becoming a frequent event across several exchanges. But let's get to something else. Something I discovered after extensive study that is just as interesting but unconnected to BlackRock or the general XRP market rise. We're exploring a subject including Gary Gensler, the highly renowned SEC chairman who took over from Jake Clinton. Gensler regularly classifies XRP as a security, as most of you may know. This is when it gets interesting. Gary Gensler has a twin brother, Robert M. Gensler, who is the same age and bears a striking similarity. Robert is a major player at T. Rowe Price, its vice president. Now, if you look a bit more, you'll see that T. Rowe Price is not only any investing company, it's one of the main participants putting a lot of money into, yes, XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Thus, there is a strange link here. Though his twin brother is actively involved in an investment company that is a major investor in XRP, among other cryptocurrencies, Gary Gensler, at the head of the SEC, keeps calling XRP a security. It's an interesting contrast that begs many questions regarding the complex processes at work in the realm of Bitcoin rules and investments. This leads us to an exciting prospect. Might Robert Gensler, Vice President of T. Rowe Price, have unique knowledge on XRP's potential, similar to that of Bitcoin and Ethereum? When you take into account the company's large investments in these three cryptocurrencies, this argument becomes more popular. Although the SEC officially rejects any idea of insider trading, many studies and probes have indicated differently. Focusing on market manipulation and insider trading, these probes have often highlighted dubious SEC behavior. A trend seems to be developing. SEC officials seem to be warning their families about which digital assets could soon be cleared of being classified as securities. These relatives then make early investments. When the asset is formally deemed non-security, its value soars, hence enabling these family members and others to gain by selling high. Given this background, let's think about the chance that Robert N. Gensler got insider knowledge from his brother, Gary Gensler, about the SEC's possible loss in a case against XRP. Such data could suggest that Congress might urge a resolution between Ripple Labs and the SEC, therefore enabling smart investors to enter on XRP. But seeing T. Rowe Price increasingly channels money into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and especially XRP, which adds another dimension to this story. While the crypto world buzzes about XRP perhaps hitting incredible heights, $10,000, $20,000, or even $60,000, especially those who have been optimistic about XRP, such as Jack the Rippler, forecast a dramatic increase in its value, maybe exceeding $589. Although audacious, this forecast highlights the increasing enthusiasm and conjecture around XRP and its possible role in the Bitcoin market. Wall Street wants a slice of the profitable XRP pie. My gut tells me the first major play will be via an XRP ETF. But let's explore farther past the surface of this event. Crypto Basic has some interesting updates. A former Ripple director has taken note of an analyst's claim that JP Morgan has made a major jump into XRP. This news definitely surprised me, and it's something we have to analyze more. The narrative unfolds as follows. Ben Armstrong, formerly connected to the BitBoy cryptocurrency brand, revived some contentious allegations regarding JP Morgan's supposed involvement in XRP, prompting a response from a former Ripple director. A well-known personality in the cryptocurrency world, Armstrong